Yeah, so I'm just hanging in my garage. I'm gonna grab some of these boxes. I'm gonna head inside. I'm going to get some stuff ready to ship, and then I'm gonna go hit the store and I'm gonna take you guys with me. These are my favorite days going out to thrift, and I love to find things for my kids. So that shirt I just grabbed for my oldest son. Now this shirt is a Johnny O shirt, which doesn't seem to perform very well anymore, but I'm going to list it as like a gender reveal shirt for like a baby shower, and I think it will do okay that way. This is an Eileen Fisher wool, size large. It's like a cardigan. So I'm thinking that since it's wool, it's going to do pretty well. So maybe I'll have to hold on to it during the summer. I don't know, it's pretty lightweight, so somebody may still buy it. Anyway, it's a great fabric, and Eileen Fisher seems to perform pretty well, so we are going to grab that. I was really stoked over this piece because it was new with tags. Look at the size of these buttons. They're literally like the size of the palm of my hand, which is crazy. The original price on this was $82. I'm going to get it for $4.75. And the Habitat clothes is actually, they do really well. It's a very sought after clothing line. This is the first up of several cabbie pieces that I found. I got this one, I think it was called like the AT something, I don't know. I'll pop up a screenshot. Anyway, it was just a flawlessly white colored shirt, and I think it's going to sell great. I also grabbed this one, which I liked even more, and that price I just showed you on the screen was for a new one, so obviously I'm not going to price it that high. But yeah, it has all these zippers and buttons, and so I'm thinking maybe around $40. We'll see how it does. Now, I do not have any problem selling these little sleeveless blouses, especially in the bigger sizes. The mediums, you got to price down some, but they sell so fast. So I sold that like the same day, and I got that for a tank top price along with this one. The tank top price is only $225 or $275. So yeah, I mean, that's profit made, and it was made quick. This was the Eileen Fisher linen one, and they actually do really well. So it's a size large too, which is a great size. Here is just a plain old Miss Sook. It has like shoulder pads in it. It's just a black knitted cardigan. So probably about $40 on that, I'm hoping. And yeah, it's pretty minimalistic. It's just a simple cardigan. But Miss Sook typically does pretty well. Now, this was just something very different, and if you guys saw this, would you know what this is? Can anybody guess what this came from? Okay, so this is from a game called Plants vs. Zombies, and I know this because I have children, and they were obsessed with it, but some of those go for really good money, so keep an eye out for those. Now, I didn't get this Dakin raccoon little pair because it had, like, crud all over it, so I had to put those back. This vintage belt and belt buckle was actually in the stuffed animal bin. So I found the belt buckle and somebody had it listed for that much. So I don't know. I'm going to have to do some more research on that one. But for 50 cents, I was going to grab that. It looks like we'll be scoping out those purses she's putting out next. But for now, I was going to show you these Eileen West gowns because they can do really well. And I know y'all can't tell, but these has a ton of stains on them. So I did not pick them up. They rarely restock the purses in this specific store very often. So initially I was excited, but man, everything over here was just trashed. I like this patchwork Coach bag, but it had so many stains on it, it wasn't even worth it. I was trying to figure out what this was, and in the midst of trying to figure out what it was, I just kind of, tilted my phone over for you guys to enjoy that perspective. I looked around. I promise I looked at all of these purses. I think that's a Steve Madden one. The Bagolini purses, they do well, but not so well that I would grab them for $5.25, $5.75. I think I'll show you guys the sign in a minute. I did grab two that I debated. This was a beautiful green Coach bag, and I was going to get it, but what do y'all think went wrong? oh my gosh, it's always these stupid straps that are fraying like crazy. And I didn't think that I could fix. So I was like, never mind. It's $5.75. You kind of have to weigh it out. Is it worth it? This was in really good condition, but this brand does not sell very well. So on to the shoes. Now these are a pair of like really new Croc flip-floppy things, and they're only going to cost me, I think it's $2.50 for flip-flops. Now at my Goodwill, they have to have the little thong thing on them to be charged for a flip-flop, which drives me crazy because there are shoes I'd like to get, but they cost $6.50 otherwise. I'm not paying $6.50 for most flip-flops. Now this is a good brand. Most always is Keen. These are some men's shoes, and they're great for like hiking and, you know, playing around in the water, I guess, if you're hiking, because I think they're waterproof. Anyway, they're a size 10.5. These were a definite pickup with the shape they were in for me. And let's see, do I find any other shoes? I don't think I do. I always check out the Mary Jane styles. Oh yeah, I found these Hunter boots, but they had this like white stuff all over them, and I just wasn't sure if I could get that clean or not. So I didn't pick these up. I didn't really want a project. Okay, what got my attention on these Levi's, and if you can tell the date on there, please comment below and let me know. I passed on these though because I think they were cutoffs from a pair of pants. So I just wasn't sure, but it did have the orange label. These are a pair of Outdoor Voices shorts, I guess a skirt. I sold it really quick. I got it for $3.75, and I was all about the quick sale, especially looking at the comps, which weren't that great. So get rid of it, make some money, I'm good. This was a shrunken up wool Vince piece that I passed on. And then we had these Judy Blue pants, which for now I will never pass on because this is like an easy $30 to $35. I was checking the distressing to make sure it was actually like from the manufacturer, and everything checked out, looked great. These are a definite pickup. They were going to cost me $5.75. Totally worth it. So I was flipping through some blouses. That's actually hard to say. Flipping through some blouses. I can't say it. This is an Anthropologie brand. Blank, I don't know how you say that, but anyway, I think I could probably get anywhere from like $30 to $40 for this. It was in really good condition, and so yeah, I already have that one listed. This is a nice cloth and stone shirt. I actually picked it up for myself for my son's awards day at school, so I wore that. It was super comfy, and I'll shoot a picture in for you. I thought about getting that Everlane blouse, but it had a lot of stains on it. This Ted Baker shirt, well, Ted Baker blouse, I mean, it screamed like ballerina vibes to me, but it had like a yellow stain on the other sleeve once I started to really check it out. Gonna do a quick pass by on the hard goods. I have no idea what that was. This is some sort of like router or something, but I get really worried when it's like an open box. I did check the number on that. I scanned it. It wasn't something I was willing to pick up. Maybe those glass dishes I shouldn't have ignored. The screen was all messed up, or I would have looked a little more into it. This was some sort of computery type equipment. Man, I'm so bad in this area, but I did look all of those up. None of those were worth it either. Now, these, like, if you could find these Osmo, however you say it, things in a pack, like a starter kit, for a good price, definitely get those because people are still looking for those things. These two cameras, neither one of them were worth anything. I did look them both up. So I'm striking out here, guys. Striking out again in the hard goods. And what's new? I'm going to the bin soon. Hopefully I'll find some good stuff there. I did get this Johnny O shirt because of it was a 1XL tee, so it was a tall. It was in really good shape. It's wrinkled up, but of course I can fix that, and I think it's a good summer shirt. They also only charged me $1.50 for this, so they charged me a t-shirt price for this shirt. I figured I needed to get that. What do y'all notice? What do you think this is? What brand? Okay, so this is a Lululemon, just like capri workout pants. They charged me $2.25 for these. So at a size 8 and with the condition they were in, I was definitely going to grab those. I found my best friend. I found Sundance. And this particular shirt, that was the sold on it, $20. But Sundance just sells so quickly for me usually that I don't mind if I get a lower price for it. I could not find a sold on these, but people had these around 30. I'll probably try like maybe 28 to 30 and come down from there. But it has like these tassels. It's very like bohemian, and in the back it even has a tie. So I think with those little features I can bump up the price of that maybe just a little bit. So I'm gonna grab that. Now here is the coolest vintage dress. I mean, talk about like a retro look. Wow. Let me back up so I can give you guys the entire visual of this thing. Here is what somebody has it listed for on Etsy. I would not list it for that much. Not a lot of comps because it's vintage, so I'll kind of just have to go by my own thoughts on this one. So what do you guys think? What should I list that at? All right, I knew again. Look at the tag. It's Lululemon, and I've actually come across this one before. I will pop up a screenshot of the name. It's the all around something. It's actually not that great of a seller, but I still figured I would get it anyway because it's going to cost me $4.75. So we're going to grab that just because it's Lululemon and it was in great shape. And it's a pretty substantial piece too. So let's grab it. I had noticed she just set out some like jackets and stuff. So I flipped through them. And of course you could tell that that's Free People. And man, I was in love with this. It is so cute. I mean, the details on this, it's like a military style jacket. It's denim. It's obviously oversized like most Free People stuff is. It has like a raw hem, but it took me forever to find out which one this was, which usually I don't have that problem. But I was not very happy to see the sold price on that was not higher. You would really think it would be. This Free People stuff is tricky. Every time I think I find something good, it doesn't seem to be that good. I did get this anyway. It was $4.75. So even if I only make $30, I'm still going to make a profit. And this is just too cute to leave behind. I'm sorry. Do you guys agree with that or no? These are some simple Eileen Fisher long sleeve tops, but they were in like new condition. So I'm going to lot them together to hopefully sell them quicker. And I think that'll work out great. They actually were only $1 a piece. Here I am contemplating over a stool for myself. And of course I put it back. Anyway, this was, I thought it was a pretty good trip. I thought I found some good stuff. I kind of have a plan. You know how everybody talks about like the summer slump and how they don't sell as much during the summer. I'm thinking about trying to go to the bins more this summer and see if I can get some like hard goods, just some more like unique things to sell so that maybe my sales won't drop off during the summer from mainly selling clothing. I don't know. It's a thought. So